Hi everybody. Does anybody in here like to cook? Yeah? What do you like to cook? Everything? Me too. Okay, well my name's Marissa and today I'm going to tell you about why I love to cook. I'm going to tell you about 3 simple recipes you can make at home, and I'm going to tell you how eating at home is cheaper than going out to eat. Okay, so let's get started. Why I love cooking. I love cooking because I grew up cooking. When I was younger, my parents would let me help them in the kitchen. It made me feel important. I got to cut up the little stuff and stir whatever was cooking on the stove. That's really when my passion began for cooking, and it's just grown ever since then. All right, let's talk about some recipes. The first thing I'm going to talk about is a beefy pasta skillet. You'll need a pound of ground beef, half a chopped onion, 1 can of tomato soup, a 1/4 cup of water, a half a cup of shredded cheese, and a 1.5 cups of rotini pasta. When I cook this, I start off by cooking my meat. My slideshows aren't in order, I don't think, so just pretend that that's the meat. We'll go back to that one. I cook that with my onions to kind of saute them together for the flavor. And then while that's cooking, I cook the pasta. There's the pasta. And then when the pasta and the meat are both done, I put the pasta into the same skillet as the meat, just to kind of save on doing dishes after. So there's that. And then after that's done, you add the tomato sauce with the meat and the pasta, and then you sprinkle cheese over the top of it. And I eat mine with garlic bread because I love garlic bread with everything. So that's an option if you want to do that. My next dish I'm going to talk about is a chicken noodle casserole. What you'll need is 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. You need a half a cup of milk. I use a 6-ounce bag of frozen vegetables, but you can do canned if you prefer canned. Chicken, I use 3 chicken breasts because I like a lot of chicken in it. A 1.5 cups of egg noodles, a 1/4 cup of Parmesan, and a half a cup of shredded cheese. You cook the chicken first. When I cook chicken, I kind of make my own rub, I guess. I use onion powder, rotisserie powder, salt and pepper, and I think that's it. And so I just rub that on both sides of the chicken, and then I put a little bit of lemon juice on both sides, and then I cook it at 450 for 20-25 minutes. And then when it comes out to soak in the juices so it's not dry, I put aluminum foil over the top of it for 10 minutes. So then while your chicken is cooking, go ahead and start on your noodles so they'll be done at about the same time. You want to cut up your chicken into bite-sized pieces. Then you're going to add your noodles, soup, milk, vegetables, and cheese into the dish and kind of stir it up. Then you cook that at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. I got this from campbellskitchen.com. I forgot to show you the pictures for those. So there's the chicken. There's the noodles. That's all of it together. My next recipe I'm going to tell you about is a taco bake. You'll need a pound of ground beef. Fritos, I use chili cheese flavored because I love those. 2/3 cups of water. A package of taco seasoning. 1 can of cheddar cheese soup. A cup of shredded cheese and whatever toppings you like. I use tomatoes and salsa and sour cream and lettuce. So how to make this, you're going to want to cook your meat first. You just cook it till it's brown, and then you treat it like taco meat and put the taco seasoning into it. While that's cooking, you want to make your cheese sauce. You just put it in a pan and then add the milk and just stir it till it's creamy. You want to go ahead and pour your Fritos into the pan just enough to cover the bottom of it because you don't really want to overdo it. And then you put your meat on top of that, and then the cheese sauce on top of the meat, and then sprinkle the shredded cheese onto it. You cook this at 350 for 10 to 15 minutes, and then whenever it gets done, you dress it with whatever toppings you want to use. You bake this at 350 for 10 to 15 minutes. I don't know if I just said that or not. I got this from goodnessgracious.com. Now that I've told you about some recipes, I forgot to show you the pictures again. I should have practiced this part. Sorry, guys. Doesn't that look good? It is so good, and it's so easy to make. So let's talk about how it's cheaper now. Normally when me and my boyfriend go out to eat, we spend anywhere from $20 to $50 depending on where we go to eat. For each of these 3 recipes, I didn't spend over $10 in the ingredients for each one. And I don't eat a whole lot. I probably get like 2 servings, and each of those did 4 to 6, so you always have leftovers you can eat the next day. So that can save you a lot of money that way. Okay, well, I wish I had more time, but that's all I have time for today. So today I talked about why I love cooking. I gave you 3 simple and easy recipes, and I told you about how it's cheaper to cook at home. If you like cooking, or if that kind of interests you, you can get Pinterest. I love it. And it has like everything on there. It's not just cooking. So that's where I get all my recipes from. So thank you.